Los Angeles Lakers. Their first year with Luke Walton at the helm saw a continuation of the team's recent struggles. Now, that led to a front office shakeup, which saw Magic Johnson brought into the fold. And shortly after that, it was decided that the team would part ways with executives Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak, the former GM. That left Magic with total control over the roster. And as mentioned, the Lakers have a lot on the line tonight. They have a 15.6% chance for the top pick, a 46.9% chance for a top 3 pick. However, that pick will go to the 76ers if it does not end up in the top 3. We're going to bring back Tom Penn and talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. What do you make of their chances tonight, Tom, and what it means moving forward for this organization?
Wow, what a night, Jonesy. I mean, less than 50-50 chance that they keep the central piece to what Magic Johnson has to be thinking about. Why? Because they've had top picks. Number 2 pick, Russell. Number 2 pick, Ingram. Number 7 pick, Julius Randle. Do any of those excite you as franchise players? Probably not, so you come back to this. Whether they use it or they trade it, they got to stay in the top 3 and pick a guy like Markelle Fultz. Man, do they need somebody like that to build around, or Ball. Take your pick at 1 or 2. The problem is it's a double whammy. If they lose this pick, they also lose the 2019 pick. It triggers an obligation to the Magic. Wham, wham, they're both gone, and that leaves nothing left in the center other than the 28th pick for Magic Johnson. Now, I don't know what he's going to get there. All else he has left is $23 million in cap space, but is this interesting enough for him to go sell to play around these players? It's not. They need this pick as a key asset, whether they draft a player or use it as in trade bait.
Yeah, the Lakers, Tom, thanks a lot, have missed the playoffs the last 4 consecutive years, and you can see the Lakers president of basketball operations, Magic Johnson, there. A lot at stake tonight for his team. Well, it's time to meet the representatives from our 14 teams, so let's get it over to Cassidy Hubbard. Cassidy?
Thanks, Mark. First and foremost, welcome and good luck to all of you tonight. First off, representing the Miami Heat, Hall of Famer and Vice President of Player Programs, Alonzo Mourning. Here with the Denver Nuggets, third-year guard, Gary Harris. For the Detroit Pistons, General Manager, Jeff Bauer. Representing the Charlotte Hornets, Executive Vice President and General Manager, Rich Cho. Here for the New Orleans Pelicans, Head Coach, Alvin Gentry. For the Dallas Mavericks, 2-time All-Star and Assistant Vice President of Basketball Operations, Michael Finley. Representing the Sacramento Kings, Head Coach, Dave Yeager. Here for the New York Knicks, 2-time NBA champion and Knicks legend, Walt Clyde Frazier. And Clyde, always styling and profiling. Is that your lucky suit?
It is. This is it.
Well, you always have a front row seat to the Knicks. What, in your mind, would the #1 pick mean for the future of this franchise?
It'd definitely be a rejuvenation for the franchise and hope for all Knicks fans. We're hoping to pull it off tonight.
Well, good luck. Representing the Minnesota Timberwolves, the 2014 #1 overall pick, Andrew Wiggins. Here for the Orlando Magic, Head Coach Frank Vogel. And representing the Philadelphia 76ers, Center Joel Embiid. And Joel, earlier you told us that you should be back on the court in about 2 to 3 weeks, so things are going well after your surgery in March. And tonight, you have the chance to walk away with 2 top 4 picks. One you can take from the legend sitting right next to you. So how much are you trusting the process?
I think we have a good chance of taking that pick.
Wait a minute, man, what?
Hopefully we take that pick too. We go back with the 1 and 4, and I'll be excited. And we just gotta trust the process. And I think it's coming along, and next year's gonna be exciting.
Okay, good luck to you tonight. Magic, now let's get to you. Representing the Los Angeles Lakers, Hall of Famer and new president of basketball operations, Earvin Magic Johnson. Look, Magic, you've experienced all types of emotions wearing a Lakers uniform. But essentially, with 2 picks at risk tonight, how you feeling?
I feel good. You know, whether we keep it or not, we're going to be a successful franchise. And if we're able to keep it, we're going to get a talented young player.
Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Now representing the Phoenix Suns, guard Devin Booker, who is joined by Suns superfan and Special Olympics athlete Noah Smith and his brother Brad. Please welcome Noah and Brad. And finally, representing the Boston Celtics, governor and managing partner, Wyc Grousbeck. Once again, good luck to all of you tonight. Mark?
All right, thanks a lot, Cassidy. Yeah, the Celtics' #3 pick last year, Jaylen Brown with a big game last night, 9 points in that win. Well, almost set, folks, for the lottery show. As a reminder, the lottery involves teams that did not qualify for this year's playoffs, as well as teams that traded for the picks of non-playoff teams. It's weighted so that the teams with the poorest records have the best chance of securing the top records. The best chance of securing the top pick, pardon me. The actual lottery drawing will determine only the top 3 picks in the draft. Picks 4 through 14 then fall to the remaining teams in reverse order of their regular season records. Now, as for the process of the draft lottery, interesting. Watch this. 14 ping pong balls, each marked 1 through 14, dropped inside the lottery machine, which is then turned on. 4 balls are then drawn at random to create a 4-digit combination. Now, once the numbers are drawn, they're matched. That digit combination matched up to the board to see where and which team got the #1 pick. The process is then repeated for the 2nd and 3rd picks. The Brooklyn Nets had the worst record this season, were assigned the most 4-ball combinations. However, due to a prior trade with Boston, the Celtics actually received those 250 combinations, 25% of the possible 1,000 combos. Now, here's a look just over an hour ago at the room where the actual lottery drawing took place. Once inside, the representatives, yep, believe it or not, they have to give up their cell phones. They're sequestered in the room until the results are revealed a little bit later tonight. Some of the people in attendance, Mr. Good Luck Charm for Orlando, Pat Williams, who 25 years ago was part of their win when they selected Shaq #1 in 1992. Neil Herskowitz, a longtime assistant equipment manager for the Dallas Mavericks, who suffers from cystic fibrosis, thankfully after a double lung transplant a couple of years ago. His health has returned. And Rob Pelinka, new Lakers general manager of the basketball operations there, a lot riding on it for his team tonight. And finally, Denise Pelly from the accounting firm Ernst & Young. She was present in the room as well. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, under escort by NBA Senior Vice President and Chief Security Officer Jerome Pickett. Here's the only person in the ballroom who knows the results. Denise Pelly from the accounting firm of Ernst & Young, who is delivering the sealed envelopes to the stage. That's right, we're almost here. We'll find out the fate of each and every one of the 14 teams when we come back. Odds for the #1 pick at 25%. Many trade conditions to note as well. Most notably, the Lakers could end up going to the 76ers if it were to fall out of the top 3. Well, the time has finally come, and here is NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum to reveal the final order, that's right, of the teams at the top of the 2017 NBA Draft. Mark.
Thank you, Mark, and good luck, everyone. Pick number 14 will be made by the Miami Heat.
After starting the season 11-30, the Heat went 30-11, Alonzo, over the last 41 games.
The 13th pick belongs to the Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets averaged 111.7 points per game, 3rd best in the NBA, behind Golden State and Houston.
Picking 12th will be the Detroit Pistons.
After 29 years in Auburn Hills, the Pistons will play Little Caesars Arena, downtown Detroit, next season.
The 11th pick in the draft will go to the Charlotte Hornets.
Kemba Walker averaged a career-high 23.2 points per game and was a first-time All-Star this year for the Hornets. Things holding the form.
Pick number 10 will be made by the Sacramento Kings.
Okay, so this pick, folks, goes to Sacramento since New Orleans' pick was not in the top 3.
The 9th pick goes to the Dallas Mavericks.
Dirk Nowitzki will return for his 20th NBA season. Only Kobe Bryant has played 20 seasons with the same team.
The 8th pick will be made by the New York Knicks.
Okay, that means that Sacramento's pick has moved into the top 3, but they may not pick there since Philadelphia has the right to swap picks with Sacramento. That's right.
The 7th pick belongs to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This pick would join a nucleus of Andrew Wiggins, who's here tonight, Karl Anthony Towns, and Zach LaVine, all 22 or younger.
Pick number 6 goes to the Orlando Magic.
This is the 25th anniversary of the Magic winning the lottery and selecting Shaquille O'Neal, number 1, in 1992.
The 5th pick will be made by the Sacramento Kings.
Okay, this is actually Philadelphia's pick, but they invoked their right to swap with Sacramento. So that means Philly is in the top 3.
And the 4th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft goes to the Phoenix Suns.
Bad news for Devin Booker and the Suns as they drop out of the top 3. And then there were just 3 remaining, Magic Johnson. Maybe he's got the magic touch tonight, folks. The final 3. The Philadelphia 76ers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Boston Celtics. Stay tuned to find out who wins this year's NBA Draft Lottery, coming up in a few.
The NBA Draft Lottery.
With the final order.
Thanks again, Mark. The 3rd pick in this year's draft goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. The 2nd pick will be made by the Los Angeles Lakers. And that means that the number 1 pick in the 2000 NBA Draft goes to the Boston Celtics.
Wyc Grousbeck and the Boston Celtics come back from New York with the number 1 pick. It's the first time in the modern draft era that the Celtics will get the number 1 pick. This already, add that to the fact that they have got a talented core, number 1 team during the regular season in the East. Let's go to Cassidy. Cassidy?
I'm here with a very excited Wyc Grousbeck. And Wyc, the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, competing in the Eastern Conference Finals, and now the number 1 pick. How would you describe the state of the franchise right now?
This is pretty good. It's a good time to be a Celtics fan. I wish the draft were today. We could get a little help for tomorrow night, but this is a great night and really appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much and congrats.
Thanks a lot.
Mark?
All right, thanks a lot, Cassidy. Let us quickly, before we go, bring back Tom Penn, NBA front office executive. Tom, it's a guard-heavy draft. Talented guards in Boston. What do they do?
They take a great guard. That's what they do. What a 24 hours in Boston. We know it all starts with Isaiah Thomas. They got a great backcourt running mate. But right now, then, you put this pick front and center, and you're going to take one of these 2 guys. It doesn't matter. Get the talent when you can get it, either Fultz or Ball. Amazing run for the Celtics. You just got to be thrilled for them. All that Danny Ainge did to make this happen, congratulations.
Yeah, they really played their cards well. Had that trade from Brooklyn, ends up the number 1 pick. Jay, is this a case where talent, as Tom said, trumps need or position? Who do you think should be the number 1 pick?
Well, it's not necessarily a no-brainer in this year's draft as to who you take number 1. It could be argued that it's an eye of the beholder thing. I happen to believe that Markelle Fultz of the University of Washington is the best player overall in this draft. He's the best scorer. He's an excellent passer. Like, Lonzo Ball's a better passer, but that doesn't mean that Markelle Fultz can't pass it. He averaged about 6 assists per game. He averaged about 6 rebounds per game. He's longer